Justine, I gave my mother her Mother's Day present, and she loves her Mother's Day present. And she would like to also thank you because I told her that you taught me how to make it. And she super, super loves it and appreciates it and has already hung it on her door. You guys, I gave her a giant flower like Justine made me for my front door. I made one for my mother's front door. So she currently has it hanging on the inside so that she can look at it and it will make her smile. And I'm so glad. Oh, look, there's Erica. Hi, Erica. And hello to YouTube, because I am also filming on YouTube. I wonder if I can stick, oh, look, if I stick Gary Jr. in the corner, he's like a face in the corner. That's kind of hilarious. So we'll see if anybody pops up on YouTube. I will be going YouTube live when I am storage chasing. We are looking at leaving on Wednesday. So I will do my level best to be on social media as much as I can, but chances are I will not be doing Instagram lives. I will be doing YouTube lives since I will only have the one camera on my one phone that I am bringing with me. And that will have the data plan and everything else that I can actually talk to everybody with. So I'm currently sitting on a heating pad. My hip is still in a ton of pain. I thought maybe since I was gardening every morning, that would help work it out, but no, I am still in horrible pain. Horrible pain. And I have another massage on Tuesday right before I leave. So Wednesday, I will be in pain, but in a car the whole day. And happily, Chris has heated seats in her new car. Whoop, whoop, yay, new car. Cheers. I'm drinking from the Apex mug today that says, there's nothing like a hot cup of global domination in the morning. I love it. This is also going up on YouTube Live so that Byron, who I hired for my team, woohoo, team Princess Alethea, we will be posting more videos and like having little bumpers and all kinds of things. But it'll be maybe a little slipshod since I'm going out this season, but between this season and next Storm Chase season, the YouTube channel is going to look amazing. So I already have about 314 when I first took Byron online. And then since then we've mentioned it in the newsletter and stuff. And so I have more subscribers now. I didn't check to see how many subscribers I had. I just sort of lost count of all of those things, like people who follow me, and it's great if you follow me. Thank you. I don't require everyone to follow me on every single thing. Usually if you're not on YouTube, it's no skin off your nose to just subscribe. And the more numbers we get like perks and things, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I have my vaccination card, which I need to laminate. The way the stickers are on here, they actually didn't leave any room for more vaccinations. So I can laminate this with no problem. Yeah, it's not going to be a problem to laminate that because there's no room for anything else to go on it. And I have the famous Oz tiara. This is the diadem that I wear when I go storm chasing. Actually probably need to like oil up this leather as well because it hasn't been used in over a year. So it's gonna need to soften up a little bit because I'm gonna be putting this in and out of my hair and getting it caught in my hair many times. So I heard that Staples will laminate it for free, and they said that and then they took it back. So I heard that they don't laminate it for free anymore, and I actually have a laminator here at the house. So if I just pull it out and hook it up, but I will be by Staples on Monday. So if I haven't done this by Monday, I may pop in there and just check and see. I mean, it's very expensive, even so. And I think they also make you a copy, which is cool. So I wear the diadem like this, so I'll have to part the hair a little bit. I have a natural cowlick there, so don't worry, it'll part. And it sits right there on my forehead, just like Ozma in the Wizard of Oz books. And it's one of the reasons that I wrote Oz or Bust. It was all about When I went storm chasing the first time, I knew I needed a special storm chase tiara, so I looked up Ozma's tiara. But see, it's very dull, super, super dull. So my mother lent me some Brasso so I can do some work while we have this little chat. Look at Sarah. Hello, Duck Fairy. Mwah. Love you so much. Love you so much. Yeah, I got more piles here. I've got it. You know what? Why don't I wind this up and put it away? This is my extra battery. It will charge, but you kind of have to like hold this thing a certain way and twist it and whatever. This battery is not long for this world, but you know what? It'll work. And as long as it works, I will take it. Storm chasing. Oof, I need this too. This is to plug my phone in. This is a really long cord though. It's sort of a pain in the butt, but I will wind it up and make it. We will make it work. I love you too. I love you, Sarah. I love all of you. So do you have any questions about storm chasing? My yoga instructor, one of my yoga instructors, Shankara, I sort of call him my guru, although I'm sure he would say that he's not a guru, but to me he is. He's one of my many teachers from 2020. And he sent me an email asking questions about storm chasing. And he asked something I thought was very interesting. He said, do you take before and after pictures? Or he was like, I'm sure you take before and after pictures. And it would be impossible to take before pictures because I don't know where the tornado is going to hit. No one does. So that was an interesting question to ask because of the way things happen. It could never happen that way. You could never take a before picture. Only if the town already has a picture of what it looks like before it gets hit by a tornado. But no, we don't take before and after pictures. We take during. And sometimes if there is significant damage, we do take after. I did take pictures of the aftermath of the Mangum tornado a couple years ago because there was quite a bit of damage. And we were just kind of driving by, checking things out, making sure everybody was okay. It hit one house. They were getting help. So we tried to stay out of the way because we don't want to get in the way of emergency services. We also drove through one town where there were a lot of trees and power lines down. It was rough there. And we also drove through some floodwaters. A cemetery had completely flooded. So I have a video of us driving through some floodwaters. A little dangerous. But we had a high enough carriage to where we didn't worry about it. We were a little worried about the guy behind us who had a rental, but he made it through just fine. And I did worry about the kids playing in the floodwaters. You should never play in floodwaters. That backs up. It could be sewer water. It could be all kinds of bacteria. You do not want to send your children out to play in the floodwaters. Send them to play in the sprinkler. That's fine. But don't send them to play in the floodwaters. That is just bad news. You're not even supposed to let your dog lick water from puddles. I mean, there can be crazy bacteria there. So be safe. Be safe. I just want everybody to be safe all the time. All the time. All right, let's get this Brasso. Is there anything I need to do? I have the one for silver, but apparently you can't use the same on silver. Shake well. Soak a clean sponge or cloth with Brasso. Apply to metal. Repolish with a soft, dry cloth. Okay, so one side will be to apply. This is a pretty big cloth. One side will be to apply, and one side will be to polish the other side. I did not do gardening this morning. My dad came to install the sprinklers in the front bed. So he did gardening this morning. I did not get dirty. I just went for a walk because, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful and cool. Today is so cool. Like right now, it's less than 80 degrees in the shade. Never heard of. It will never be heard of again this year, probably till December or November, probably December. But I had a class to take this morning. I took the Florida Storm Warn class because the one I took before was for the DC area and didn't realize it. So different classes, they do have different classes for different regions because different regions have different weather. Totally makes sense, right? Absolutely makes sense. Let me tell you what, I highly recommend taking the storm warn class in your area. You will learn a lot about the weather in your area. It's really important. There was some good stuff to know just in general. I mean, I knew these things because I just read a meteorology textbook, but if I had just moved to Florida, that was really fascinating and taught me a lot. Taught me a lot of things. Wow, that is already shining up. I don't know if you can tell, but this is very brown. The Z is very brown and the top part is very brassy. So this definitely needed a polish. Woo! Woo, needed a polish. Hello! I see a Michelob name. That is a cousin. I know. Hello. I feel like I look a little bit like my grandmother, but with blue hair. It's perfect. I think Mamere would approve. Totally. So, working in the beds today, my neighbors are just awful. I don't remember. I'm sure I've told you about them before. Someone listening to some live chat I had at some point heard about my terrible neighbors, and they yelled at my dad. The man yelled at my dad as soon as they got back. They were gone for months. They usually take the RV and go for months, and I'm fine with that. I live a great life when they're gone. But as soon as they got back, the man yelled at my dad for I don't remember what reason. And today, the lady came over to yell at my dad. Or maybe it was as he was walking back home. I don't remember. But she said I was throwing rocks in the yard because you know me. I'm a big rock thrower. I'm an awful person and I hate everyone and I will throw rocks at you. What? Even Gary Jr. thinks that is dumb. I am really? Do you know me? No, in fact, you don't because you've never tried to know me. So I don't know what stories they are telling themselves in their head, but apparently I throw rocks in their yard. No, I throw rocks into the rock pile because my father said, don't throw them in the ditch, throw them in the rock pile because the rock pile is going to the dump. And there is a rock pile up against the fence between our yards. I don't know that I have the upper body strength to hurl a rock into their yard, but I can make it as far as the rock pile. So, yeah. That woman is nasty. And then she said, you built some wire thing and it's in our yard. And it's sort of true. I mean, you own the land. You don't own the air above the land. You can buy air rights. I wonder if I should see if the air rights are available for this area. Because I know like skyscrapers, you can buy the rights to, air so people can't build a higher skyscraper and block your view. But my neighbors, I'm fairly sure, do not own the air above their yard. And I have a fence post where there is no fence and I have planted. I was given a plant by my mother that is a climber and likes to lean among things. So we put a tomato stake around the fence post so that it would have something to lean on. And this woman was so mad that this was encroaching into her yard by 5 inches in the air? But then what she said next was, if your plant grows into my yard, I will kill it. This woman is nasty. I mean, when I tell you that my neighbors are nasty, they were so nice when I moved in. The people that used to live here, dealt drugs. They brought people that, broke into folks' cars. They were awful. So you would think they would be thrilled to have me as a neighbor. When I first moved in, Tempest came to visit, and she gave us passes to Kennedy Space Center because she worked at the gift shop, and we went and had a marvelous time and thanked her profusely. It was great. Yeah, it was wonderful. And then they just got horrible and started complaining, and their bug up their butts is where their property line is and what is their property, and that I am not allowed to walk anywhere near their property, which is so dumb. There's the the county owns a right-of-way behind us, and they don't like it when I cross over and go watch a rocket launch from the pond, even though they don't own that property. That's when they jumped out and yelled at me. They still haven't apologized for that, by the way. They stopped Tempest and explained why we got yelled at. But get a rock eater and shut the hell up. Yeah, I'm about to tell them shut the hell up. They are nasty. They are so nasty. And they won't talk to me. They talk to my dad, which, let's face it, I mean, it's kind of funny. It's my house. My dad lives down the street. He's just over here all the time, you know, helping me out with stuff, which is nice. It's cool having a dad that lives in the same neighborhood as you. I love being able to spend time with my parents. It's great. And yeah, I could figure out how to rebuild the sprinkler system, but I don't have to. So why would I? Anyway, oh, look at this. This looks so much better. So much better. It is so much shinier. Definitely worthy of a princess, right? Absolutely. It is so much better. It was terrible. This is what happens when you don't go storm chasing for a year. So anyway, the lady next door is going to kill my plant. I wish, like, if she said she was going to kill my dog, I would sick PETA on her. But she said she's going to kill my plant, and I probably don't have any action against that. I can't threaten, you know, she threatened my plants. She didn't threaten me. But if she touches my plants, can I, like, report her for vandalism? Seriously, I would not put it past them to come over with a, like, bottle of poison and dump it on my plants because they're encroaching on their yard. Jerks, man, such jerks. They cut the moment I knew I didn't like them was when they cut down a tree, and I went over. It was a tree, a perfectly good tree. It was a lovely tree between our yards, but it was in their yard. And I went over because I don't like it when people cut down trees. I am a tree fairy. I am very against cutting down trees. And I said, is the tree sick? What's going on? And he says, this way your view won't be blocked for rockets. Like he was doing it for me. Well, if he had talked to me, I would have told him the rockets don't launch over there. They launch over his house. If he wants to move his house and burn his house down to the ground, that's a different story. But the rockets didn't launch over that tree. They never do. Not from my point of view standing in the yard. So he literally cut down that tree for nothing. Yeah, the people next door are crazy. And I don't know what is going on in their head and what voices are telling them that what kind of person I am, but you guys, it's me. I'm freaking Princess Leia, right? Like, it's the most ridiculous thing. If you don't like me, there's something wrong with you. I don't do anything. I'm the nicest person. I mean, sure, I do stupid stuff. Everybody does stupid stuff. Not on purpose. If I hurt someone, I apologize, and then I try to learn from that mistake. Not a lot of people do that. More people, though, now, and more young people, which I'm very proud of. Young people, I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of me for polishing this up properly. I feel like I should, like, I don't know, oil this leather or something, but perhaps if I just use it more, it'll be more used to being used. Let's see. Let's put it on. See how it fits. The first time I put this on, I was pulling so that the knot was directly in the back, and then I realized I couldn't lean against the car. Like I couldn't lean back against the car seat. It was very painful. So I can't quite do that. Okay, let's see. It's not bad. It needs to be, okay. It needs to be more here. So I can pull this. Yep. Okay. Trying to make this, what is happening? Trying to pull this over. How are all of you today? Yeah, I'm super happy with how this is turning out. This is very nice. This was made by a brass artist that actually lives here in Florida, believe it or not. But I found it online because I was just Googling Ozma tiara. Not a lot of people make the Ozma tiara. So I had to go hunting it down. But sure enough, I found it. I mean, I sort of wish it was silver, but it's okay. It is okay if it's not. See, look at there. Ta-da! And I will fix the back. And then I will probably, there's that little loop still left. I will probably like secure that with a little snap clip. That'll be great. And the other good thing about having short hair is that the wind can blow and blow and blow, and my hair will never be in my face, and it will be wonderful. And the only thing I'll have to do is split my bangs so that you can see my tiara. Yay! Storm chasing tiara is a go. So fabulous. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready, but I'm also not ready. I was in the middle of writing my NPR review when my alarm went off for this. So I was a little bit late. For me, I was late. I was on time for showing up. And yeah, so I have to turn in that NPR review, and then I have to read this other book, my next book, and write this in the next, like I have to read this today and tomorrow, and then hopefully write it tomorrow or Monday and turn it in. And then my editor has to get back to me right away because that one's due June 1st. Like that book comes out June 1st. I don't know when I'm going to be back in June. I just know probably sometime the first week in June. That's usually when we're back. So I need to have that done. And then the one after that is June 15th. I'm pretty sure we'll be back by June 15th. I mean, I may bring it on the trip and try to read it on the trip. I may have it on my Kindle. So then I can try to read it on the trip then. So I was doing my NPR review, and then what else? Oh, I have a revision to turn in to one of my editors of a picture book I can't tell you about. I can't wait to tell you about it. In fact, I'm going to ask her when I turn this draft in. I'm going to say, here's the draft. I'm about to go storm chasing. Can you tell me when we can make this announcement so I'm prepared? Yes. I don't know if you could technically call this a tiara or a diadem. I think technically it's a diadem, but honestly, it's my storm chasing tiara. That's what I call it, the storm chasing tiara. I've been thinking about whether or not to bring Gary Jr. with me. Honestly, we'll see if he fits. He's going to get dirty. He's going to get so dirty. And it will be another thing to keep track of while I'm storm chasing. And between those two things, the minute he falls out of that car, he is going to hit that Kansas dirt and become so dirty, I will never clean him up again. And he's so pretty and soft and white. And I loves him. Hi, Denise. Hi, Denise. And hi, Camilla. I see you snuck in there. Hello. If we have some down days, Denise, we will come visit you. Right now, the forecast, I was telling everybody, looks like maybe some active days, like as soon as we get out there, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like that, middle of May. And it's possible we could hit like a trough or something and not have a very active like Memorial Day, which is rare, which is super rare. Usually Memorial Day is when all the tornadoes happen. But the first tornado I saw was like May 15th, 16th in Nebraska. So yeah, I don't know. I will keep you posted if we are anywhere near Kansas City. It's Kansas City, right? And we may have some downtime. I will absolutely let you know. I will absolutely let you know for sure. Oh, what else to talk about? I had that podcast. I sent out a newsletter, and in the newsletter, there was a million things. And one of them that was that my podcast went live. It's called Our Roots Devour. It's on Podcastle. And I re-listened to it when it went live. And the performance is so good. I really highly recommend it. I mean, I have read a lot of things. I've narrated a lot of stories. There are some where the performances, I will tell you, are better than others. whatever, I didn't think the story was as good, or I just wasn't feeling it, or whatever. One may be the best performance I've ever done. So check it out. If you just want me to read a story to you and you're walking around the block or something, it's called Our Roots Devour. And it's by Podcastle, which is, they are up for the Ignite Award. And I think that whole umbrella is up for the Hugo. So Kansas City by the airport. Okay, I will keep you posted. I will keep you posted. Ooh, that brass stuff makes me sneeze. My goodness. I also bought some more compression gloves. These are compression gloves. They're for arthritis, but honestly, when I have tendonitis and I do too much writing or working in the garden, I went to look for my gloves to put some ice on my wrist, and I couldn't find the right hand glove. I found it literally about an hour ago. It was in my room under a book on top of the bureau. However, the last pair of those I bought was like 4 years ago. So it's time to buy another pair. Keep one for traveling and one for at home. That's probably a great, thank you. Everyone is blessing me for sneezing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Cheers. But when I went for my walk this morning, I turned on some Snow Patrol. You know, I should have gone to YouTube and turned on the Gary's quarantine sessions. That would have been fun to listen to. Another time when it's nice and I get to walk around the neighborhood and it's cool. But that time won't be for a while. I am just so happy to be going storm chasing. I can't even tell you. I can't tell you. And I've had to say no to some things because I think people, now that the world is starting to gear back up again, people assume you have no plans. They assume you have no plans. And it says in my bio, I am a storm chaser. Most people don't know that means pretty much all of May and probably some of June is blocked off. I cannot do conventions. I cannot do interviews. I cannot do panels. I cannot do any of these things because I can't do podcasts. I'm not at home. I can't narrate. My studio is here. I can't bring it with me. So I could maybe get a book review done while I was on the road, but that would be pushing it. And I don't like to read in the car. So that would definitely be pushing it. Yeah. Whew, man. I've had to say no to a lot of things because people just forget that we're not doing things. Hey, Carol. Hello. Oh, you have no plans? You will, though. I mean, that's the thing. The world is ramping back up. There was a fabulous, what was it? I think it was Big Red. Was it Big Red commercial or Extra? It was for some gum. And they made a commercial about what everyone's going to do when they get the news. And it's like the news comes on the radio and the television that the pandemic is over and we can now go outside and resume normal activities. And at first, everyone is hesitant and they're like peeking outside the door because they're not sure that it's real. And then they see other people running outside and they're like, and they open the door and they smash through the bolt and they run outside in their pajamas and their beards and their unwashed hair. And there's a woman whose house is a mess and her kids are playing in the background and she's on Zoom and suddenly everyone on Zoom starts to go away and she's the only one left. And I actually teared up because that's the one that hit home for me. I do so much work online that everyone leaving Zoom and running outside to go live their lives, that hit me right here. And I started to tear up in this ridiculous commercial where people are running outside. They start hugging and kissing and playing and everything else. And it's just ridiculous. It's a ridiculous commercial. And yet there's kind of a lot of truth to it because we've been cooped up for so long. It's just, we need everybody else to be smart and get their vaccines. So if you can get vaccinated, please do. So we can all just get off of Zoom and go outside. It's been nice gardening. It's been nice, and it's going to be nice going out west and just looking at the sky and running with the wind. And be nice going out west and just looking at the sky and running with the wind. And yeah, going where the wind takes us and popping online to do a 5-minute video and then popping off again. I want to go out. People think the drive through Texas is so boring because there's nothing there. And that's what I want right now. I want to get in the car and drive and look at nothing in Texas. I want to do it. I want to do it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Carol. Hello, friend. I am beautiful and I'm doing very well today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love my hair. It's so fabulous. And my new shiny tiara. Woohoo! That was on the list of things to do, and now I have done it. Put this away was on my list of things to do, and now I have done it. See, I can still work while also talking to you. Ooh, there's a package I need to open. Want to open a package with me? I think maybe one person has shown up on YouTube. Thank you, whoever showed up on YouTube and liked my video. Leave a comment in the chat. Leave a question or in the chat. We can have a chat. Always looking for fun things to talk about. I'm excited about this. Hopefully it's not a gross, ooh, it's one of those, I call it a vomit bag because all this little detritus gets everywhere as soon as you open it. As soon as you open it. Gross. Get off. Woo! All right, is that my receipt? That is my receipt. I will save that. So this is a very cool thing. And I was going to take it storm chasing with me, but I won't really have any friends there. But friends do come visit. And this is an entire tarot deck. But, so here's the back side of the tarot deck. And here's the front side. There's nothing on it. So this is a full set of tarot cards that you and your friends, being me and my friends, can draw in all the things. So maybe all like the artists that I have come visit my house, just be like, draw me a tarot card today. Here, you can draw me a tarot card. Pick one. I'll have to make a list of all the tarot cards. So, because if everybody wants to draw, you know, the tower, I'll have 20,000 towers in this. So, and this place, if you are interested, is called, yep, Planet. It'll be a fun art project. Of course, now that I've opened the package, I need a rubber band or something so I don't lose all these cards. That would be bad. But that is my package. Ooh, opening up packages is so much fun. Yay! Opening up packages. Yay! I don't know what else to talk about. I don't know what else to talk about. What are you guys up to? I watched Jerry Norman from Tour Alaska yesterday. And Mikey Mason had a concert. So yesterday was sort of like the day of concerts. And Jerry said that as hard as they tried, they had asked a bunch of people to do backup singing for their song Apple Disguise. And he said they just couldn't make it work. So I had contributed vocals for backup on Apple Disguise, and they can't make it work. They can't make it sound right. They can't make it sound like a crowd full of people singing the song. So they're not going to use it. My names might still be on the CD, though. He said our names might still be in the album. I don't know. That would be nice, but how cool would it have been to sing on a track on an album? So cool. So anyway, I might see if Mikey Mason will let me sing on an album. Wouldn't that be fun? I bet he totally would. Oh my gosh, if I had the money, I would hire Mikey to like write an entire album with me. That would be so much fun. So much fun. All of the things I would love to do. But right now, I would love to go storm chasing. So my goal is to do at least one more day of dawn gardening and finish that bed up front as much as I can. Replant a bunch of hibiscus, and really my intentions were good. Oh, I was so excited to tell everybody that I was singing on an album. How cool is that? I'm so sad that that didn't happen. Super sad. Yeah, but that's okay.